Good morning, everyone. It's a wonderful day. It's a bright and sunny day. It's a day when we are able to celebrate collaboration, right? So let's try this again. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you very much. Allow me to recognize the Assistant Secretary in the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, Assemblyman Megan Morris. Son. Allow me to also recognize the Secretary with responsibility for tourism, culture, antiquities, and transportation, Councillor Tashia Grace Boris. And welcome, Councillor Boris. I think this may be the first time you're attending an event at this division, so welcome her. And dare I say welcome home, Assemblyman Sonny Craig, who is currently the Assistant Secretary in the Office of the Chief Secretary, but welcome home because he was the Assistant Secretary at this division when we started this process. So I truly appreciate you being here celebrating this with us. Allow me to also recognize the chairperson of the Tobago Regional Health Authority, Ms. Chrislyn Moore, and other members of the board of the TRHA. Allow me to also recognize our relatively newly minted CEO of the TRHA, Dr. Delman Baker, a good friend of mine, someone who I had the pleasure of spending, sixth form? Remember those days? Back then when we had no troubles, we didn't have to run organizations. Allow me to also recognize, and all other members of the TRHA executive. Maybe I could also say, welcome back home, Mr. Sheldon Cyrus, the Director and CEO, Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. Madam Lynette, welcome to all of the other members of the management of the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome. It's great being here. And I say Madam Lynette because I remember after becoming Secretary with responsibility for Health, Wellness and Social Protection in December 2021, one of the first courtesy calls that we had at the division was with the Children's Authority. And this was in March 2022. See how long we're talking about? We started the conversation at that point where we were outlining all of the things that worked, and we also outlined all of the things that did not work. We kind of got sidetracked. But when Miss Lynette came onto the scene, one of the first things that she did was call and say, Dr. Faith, one of my first mandates is to ensure that we have this MOU done. And we are here now. So I want to thank you, and thanks to the Children's Authority for identifying the fact that we needed to pay special attention to how we manage children in need of care and protection on the island. And we needed to do it with purpose. We needed to ensure that we all understood our individual responsibilities. We needed to ensure that we all understood that everything that we do, every single decision that we make, every phone call that we accept or not, has the potential to change a child's life for the good or for the bad. And because of that, I want to start by thanking the Children's Authority for taking your responsibility seriously and pressing and pushing and prodding to ensure that we are at this point. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To the members of the Tobago Regional Health Authority, and those around the table who were at the negotiating table knows why I said, because some of the more critical sticking points resided, Dr. Baker, in what we are able to put on paper to say that the Children's Authority can do with the Tobago Regional Health Authority. And we had all of our legal minds, for example, going through and ensuring that we did not cross any boundaries, that we did not do something that was illegal, that we did not put any of the entities in a position where we were outside of the medical legal coverage that is available to us at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. And we have agreed that because Tobago's children are special, and because we needed to do everything that we could do to provide the kind of care for them, that we were going to have some arrangements that may be new, that may be different, that may allow, for example, an officer who is employed with the Children's Authority to write a referral, to write a prescription, to write a request for a diagnostic tool, and have that be honored within the Tobago Regional Health Authority as if that person was employed at the Tobago Regional Health Authority. And that means that so many steps, so many stages, or so many delays will now be removed from the process, because we now have that very clear understanding that a child who has gone through a difficult thing, who has already said to one doctor, this is what happened to me, you know, who does not then need to repeat that to another doctor so that they can do the examination. And that child is now within the cocoon of safety that includes all of us. I want to say to the Tobago Regional Health Authority, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so, so, so much. Because we have now made a decision to put our nation's, our island's children first. And to the staff at the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection. When we started we started this discussion as if it were the Children's Authority, and I am thanking you for that, coming to us saying, we have responsibility for caring and protecting the nation's children, but we are asking you to partner with us on this. We have come to the place where we see this not as a Children's Authority MOU, but as a tripartite MOU, where the three entities come together and we say, this is what we are responsible for as it relates to the nation's and the island's children. And that is critical, because it means that we now are taking full responsibility, all of us. We're not saying it's Children's Authority that's supposed to do that. We're not saying it's TRHA, we're not saying it's the division, we're not saying it is not my responsibility, it is yours. We are saying collectively, it is our responsibility to ensure that this child is safe. And that means within the division that we work through what we're doing, that we work through how we provide services, that we work through how we respond. And part of that is what we are currently doing at the Division of Health, Wellness and Social Protection, which includes a full assessment of where we are and how we do things. It includes us changing the entire structure of the Department of Social Protection. It includes us bringing someone, for example, like Mr. Hanif Benjamin, to lead the Department of Social Protection. And by the way, I guess Children's Authority can say to you, welcome home. Because we understand that what we were doing, even though it included good work, we need to get to the point where we do great work. And all of us together are accepting our responsibility in doing that. So today is a good day. Today is a really, really, really good day. And I am thanking each of you for doing all that you have been involved in to bring this to fruition. Special thank you to the legal minds who were in the room, because we had three amazing lawyers, all females, just saying, three amazing legal minds who sat down and were thrashing out. And, you know, I am not frequently sitting in a space where I could sit back and rock back and say, I don't know what they're talking about, you know, but I'm proud. And when one could say, do we really want to use this word? Because this is what this really means. And is this something that we really want to say in the document? And then the other one would say, but this is what we are talking about. And I'm like, nice. But it was, again, the collaborative effort to ensure that we are here. I want to also say to my administrator, Mrs. Alicia, relatively new to the division, but has been one who forces us again to think about things in a way that we probably didn't before. And I want to go on public record as thanking you, Madam Admin, for coming back with the questions, for coming back with the, is this what you really want to see? Coming back with the audit mind that says, if this is what we do, this is what it means, you know. And working through all of that so that we know, for example, that the document that we are all going to sign today is truly going to be one that reflects what we mean, what makes sense, and what is the best. So with that, again, thank you to each of you. With that, we are helping the Tobago House of Assembly realize the mandate that we have for the island of Tobago. What is that mandate? To make Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. It's there. To make Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. I want you to say it with me, We are making Tobago the greatest little island on the planet. And with all of us doing our little parts, we will truly realize that great potential. I thank you.
Thank you.